Shalom, giving all praise to you. How about Shem Shai Bashem Kakuda Shalom to 144,000 and the rest of you elect out there. Shalom to you all. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video The Hantavirus Pestilence. I'm going to deal with the word pestilence based upon the first scripture that I went to was or is or will go to again is Psalms 91, where you find the word pestilence in two places. In Psalms 91, when it says pestilence, it's talking about the missiles. Pestilence could be a disease, a sickness. It can also be missiles or anything that's unpleasant. Anyway, so I typed in Hantavirus outbreak. Let me go ahead and read some of this. Okay, this is the newest. Live Science, Hantavirus Live. Cruise passengers monitored in several U.S. states as CDC sets lowest emergency response. Let me read that again. Hantavirus cruise live. Cruise passengers monitored in several U.S. states as CDC sets lowest emergency response. Let me read that one more time. Hantavirus cruise live. Cruise passengers monitored in several U.S. states. What does that mean? That passengers on this particular ship was let go to Spain and other parts of the world, and which includes the United States. So you have people that were on that ship that are in the U.S. and spread in about 8 states. So we know what's happening. So let me do this here. CDC, New York Post. CDC classifies hantavirus outbreak as a level 3 emergency. Well, it gets worse. The Washington Post. Authorities scramble to limit hantavirus outbreak. Trace contacts around globe, because from this ship you have several people that went back home to various different states or countries, which includes the United States. Watch how quick this thing gets out of hand, because we know what's going on. We're not ignorant to Satan's devices. We're thinking about that scripture quite a bit. 2 Corinthians 2 verse 11. And I guess they're going to find a remedy. And Maxine Waters, real quick, record-breaking time. And people are getting scared. Psalms 91 tells me I shouldn't be scared if I'm one of the elect. Fox News, hantavirus in the U.S., where the rate, sometimes deadly disease has been found. The Daily Beast, these are all prominent papers. That doesn't mean that they're giving you the whole truth, that they're not paid off, set up. The Daily Beast, Trump gives startling answer to rat virus outbreak question. Yeah, just look at this guy. Look at this guy. I mean, you want to talk about a character. This is a real character, man. National, what is this? National Public Radio, NPR. U.S. intercepts Iranian. I don't want that. In the news, The Guardian, British crew member in need of urgent medical care amid suspected hantavirus. Let me go to images. And this is how the bubonic and pneumonic plague um, destroyed 2/3 of the Israelites during this so-called time period of the Byzantine rulership. And it was by rats, mouse and mice droppings. What do you call it? A spike protein. Spike protein. Those are the spikes. Let's go to news. WHO, World Health Organization, reports Hantavirus outbreak on MV Hondius cruise ship. See what we can get out of this. This is a game. Officials race to contain Hantavirus outbreak after 30 cruise passengers. Let me open this up. After 30, so it's an outbreak now. It's officially an outbreak. After 30 cruise passengers disembark, get off the ship, if you don't know, travel globally, a Dutch flight attendant has been hospitalized. Oh, they got on planes. And four U.S. states have been alerted amid the deadly Hantavirus outbreak. So there's four, according to this, you have people that were on that ship that are in four United States. Watch how fast this is going to spread. Look at this. This is great. This is crazy. Need to know. Health officials are tracking 30 cruise passengers who embarked and traveled globally after potential exposure to the Andes Hantavirus strain. The CDC says the risk to the U.S. public is low right now. It's low right now. And we'll do all the lockdowns and waiting online, the masks. Come on now. And if people fall for this, you're basically stupid. Going to get a lot of these women, they get nervous. We're going to see what IUIC, the leadership of IUIC and ISUPK going to say. They're going to say the same thing. Go ahead and take it. As General Yohana going to say, I'm going to take 3 and 4 of them bad boys. As Captain Zarak going to say, I'm taking it to show you that I'm not afraid of needles. GMS is afraid of needles. But is not ignorant as to Satan's devices, but is monitoring residents. Well, wait a minute. Shouldn't you have kept them quarantined on that ship? Why the fuck you let them go? Residents in at least 4 states for symptoms. So they were on that ship. You don't just wake up one morning and get symptoms. A flight attendant, right, because a couple of these people of 30 that got on planes and went to their homes, wherever country or state that they went to, you have a stewardess, a flight attendant stewardess, she has symptoms. A flight attendant has been hospitalized. That means she's in serious condition with a suspected hantavirus infection after coming in contact with a cruise ship passenger who died from the virus. So that person, according to this, got off the ship and died after they got off the ship. If you believe this, I got a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn. I want to see what Nate got to talk about it this weekend. We're going to be waiting with bated breath. So, anyway, so I want to just go into some precepts. So Psalms 91, you find pestilence 2 times in this chapter. It is talking about the missiles. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler. It's a trap that catches birds, and from the noisome pestilent. The noisome pestilence are the ICBM, the warheads that's going to tear America up. It's going to wipe Babylon off the face of the earth. This has nothing to do with any type of virus. Although when we click on this word, there's going to be precepts that speak of diseases. So this is not a disease. This is warheads. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and that's in Psalm 68. And under his wings shall thou trust. That's a ship. We're going into one ship. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. His truth. The truth is what we know. What we've been teaching for years. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow, the missiles that flieth by day. When the missiles fly, it will be daytime. When those missiles cover the sky, it will turn into night, artificial night. And then destruction and fire. Weeping and gnashing of teeth. Nor for the pestilence, the missiles, the warheads, that walketh in darkness, nor the destruction that wasteth at noonday. Noonday is the highest point of Esau's existence, his rule. 1 minute after noonday is the next day. Although, lawfully it's when the sun goes down. Noonday means the height of your kingdom. That's also in Job 20. Matter of fact, let me go to that real quick. And I'll come back to this. And Christians don't tell you this. They don't tell you how do you deal with this virus. They're not telling you that. They're not telling you about the mark of the beast. Christians never go into the end of the world. They'll come along, vocab come along and try to get you. Like you really think Israelites are going to say, you know what, vocab was right. Vocab was always right. Can you imagine that? The Most High was always dealing with vocab. The Most High looked just like vocab. Yeah, we're sick and tired of you damn Christians. Anyway. I don't want to read this whole thing. Okay, his children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. Now, you got Edomite women that have a thing. Well, they always had a thing, because I remember in high school, there was a handful of Edomite women that was, feeling me, and that I never dealt with, because the school I was in was races on both sides. You'd walk through the halls with an Edomite woman. Jake gonna look at you sideways, and then the Edomites will look at the girl sideways. So that's always been the case. His bones are full of the sin of his youth. What's that talking about? What you did in the past. You paying for what you did in the past. How'd you get the world? Through his sword, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Because everything that you got is going to, the power that you have is going to be laid in the dust. The wickedness be sweet in his mouth. Right. It's sweet in his mouth because he's on top. This is an agenda. So the cherry on top of the sundae is what? When they chip everybody. Like Nick Rockefeller, which they say never existed. But if you go to Nick Rockefeller, you'll see pictures of Nick Rockefeller. He's one of the Rockefellers. He befriended Aaron Russo. And he told him before the bill, I believe it was 99, 96. There's an interview that Alex Jones had with Aaron Russo. And he told him that they're going to take the buildings down. We know what buildings that they're talking about. And they're going to chip everybody. They're going to start 7 wars in the Middle East, then they're going to chip everybody. He said that in either 96 or 99. In the movie The Long Kiss Goodnight, they tell you, you got to look for it. In the movie, that they're going to, this movie was came out in 96, so the movie was in production in 95, 94, 95. And in the movie, they go into the scenario of the towers, and they say it was Arabs that did it. So talk about predictive programming. See, y'all don't know about this. They tell you the truth in their movies. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, meaning it's secret. Carol Quigley, he wrote the book Tragedy and Hope, and he said he was open to all the information, the secrets of the illuminated ones. He was trusted, and when he read through all the information, their plans, he said, "Why hide it? This makes all the sense in the world. Though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth as a secret." The reason why we know about these secrets is because of people like John Todd, and came out and spilled the beans, spilled the tea, pursuant to Psalm 64. Yet his meat and his bowels is turned. That's when your stomach upset. You got gases in your stomach. You got bowel situations. IBS was that irritable bowel syndrome, SIBO, small intestine, bacterial overgrowth, candida overgrowth, and so forth. It is the gall of asp within him. He hath swallowed down riches, he stole it, and he shall vomit them up again. That gold, that silver, precious gold, precious silver, we're going to get all that. Everything going to be translated pursuant to Ecclesiasticus. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. He shall, and he's going into captivity. Every last one of them. Stop listening to Genesis. That's all. They're apologists. They're worse than freaking Vocab Malone. Basically, they're saying only the Gentiles going to make it, or they might as well say that, and Israelites going to go in. Some Israelites are going to go into captivity, and they don't hide it, man. They definitely see. We can question IUIC and ICBK, but there's no doubt that Genesis sold out. They got a bag. They did a complete 180. He shall suck the poison of asps, poison kills you eventually. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers. That's our land. The floods. They got a new thing now in Argentina. They have a deal with the president where they're gonna have a lot of small hats go to Argentina. I heard it somewhere recently, and you got these IDF agents going over there like tourists, and they're setting fires everywhere, and people are catching them. And that's why they put up that anti-Semp thing. So if you criticize them in any way, you're anti-Semp. But people are waking up to them. Go back into the past, they were kicked out of 109 countries. The brooks of honey and butter, that which he labored for, shall he restore. That's restoration or reparations. But we're going to take it. They ain't going to give it. We're going to take it. And take them too. And shall not swallow it down. True reparations is to take them too. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. According to his substance shall the restitution be. According to what he has, we're going to get all of it. And you're going to have nothing. And he shall not rejoice therein. It's not going to be a happy day for him, because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor. The poor represent who? The Israelites. We won't give a damn about no poor Edomite, because he have violently taken away an house which he builded not. If that's not talking about you Edomites, but that's what the blessing that Yahweh Isaac gave you. He said the only blessing that you have is anything you get blessed with, you're going to have to take it. The technology, the missile system was given to you by the Most High. The whole concept of rockets came from China. And what they did was they made fireworks, and Esau took it and made it into rockets. So the birth of the rocket comes from China, ancient China. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. New World Order. He's not going to reach that pinnacle. He will chip the majority of the people on the planet Earth. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. And the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Everybody's waking up. This man, Nero, figured he can do what he did to Venezuela. It was like overnight. It was Friday night, Saturday morning. The president of Venezuela and his wife was before a New York court. It wasn't a federal court either. It was I got to go back to it, but it was a New York court. Because the elite, one of their main places is New York, D.C., London, and the Vatican. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Now for IUIC, you got to look that word up. That word means laborer. Aimal, laborer. When he is about to fill his belly, when he chips everybody, as Nick Rockefeller told Aaron Russo, and shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and he shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, the missiles, and the bow of steel shall strike him through the missiles. It is drawn from the body and cometh out of the body. Now when you read this in other, I believe if you go to NLT, which I'm not going to do, it describes somebody getting hit with a spear and it's going in their body and coming out of another part of their body. So they break it down wrong. It's talking about the silos. The missiles got to come from the silos. Glittering sword cometh out of the gall. Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hidden in secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. That's the missiles. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heaven shall reveal the iniquity of the earth. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity. That's the satellites when we do these videos. We're revealing him. The strongholds in 2 Corinthians 10, verse 4. And the earth shall rise up against him. Habakkuk 2. Starting from the 4th verse. Let's come back over here. I want to deal with the word pestilence. Okay, so we're going to deal with the word pestilence. Because this thing, whether man-made or natural, or what's the term? Gain of function, made in the laboratory, weaponized, because you got diseases that Esau can weaponize. Make a disease where you get sick and your immune system kicks it out of your system. But if they weaponize it, your immune system is not strong enough. Most High gave all of us an immune system. That's why we descend from people from 1,000 years, 500 years, 2,000 years, 3,000 years, 4,000 years, 5,000 years, 6,000 years to Adam. So we all came out of Adam. So Adam was given a immune system, and so were we all. You born without an immune system, you're going to die as a baby. The word is dabar, pestilence, plague, marine, cattle disease. Smallpox come from cattle. Cattle disease, cattle plague. So you're going to get a whole bunch. 49 times the word pestilence come up. H 1698. Not going to read all of these. Behold, the hand of the Lord is upon thy cattle. Yep, the cattle plague, right? Which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the asses, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep. There shall be a very grievous marine, which is a plague. Never came across that word. You know what I'm going to do? Let me open this up. So this thing, whether it be man-made or not, or weaponized, Egyptian cattle die. Then Yahweh said unto Moses, go in unto Pharaoh and tell him, thus saith Yahweh the Most High of the Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me. For if thou refuse to let them go, and will hold them still, behold, the hand of Yahweh is upon thy cattle. So we read that. And Yahweh shall sever between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt. So the plague is going to go on the Egyptian cattle, but not on Jake. And there shall nothing die of all that is the children of Israel. This is a good scripture to go with not a dog show. What is that? Give me a second. I'll gotta find it the hard way. I believe it's Exodus 7:11 or something like that. Let me do it this way. This is the cheat code. Right, 11 and 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how that Yahweh doeth make a difference between the Egyptians and the Israelites, Mizraim and Israel. Most High was never with the nations. Why all of a sudden now he's with the nations? Oh, some of the nations could make it. That's because guys sold out. And Genesis makes it obvious that they sold out. I don't even watch the videos no more. The madness that they've been saying for the last couple of months. Now they're attacking the name. Oh, that's not the real name. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28:21. Yahweh shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee until he have consumed thee from off the land whither thou goest to possess it. That's Palestine. Okay, there's another one. I got to read this. I got to read this whole account. 2 Samuel 24, verse 13. So Gad came to David, Gad the prophet, and told him and said unto him, shall 7 years of famine come unto thee in thy land? He gave him a choice. He said, no, I can't see 7 years of famine. Or wilt thou flee 3 months before the enemies? No, we can't see that. While they pursue thee. So the Most High takes a spirit off of you and put a warlike spirit on the other nation. Everything's spiritual. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities in high places. Or that there be 3 days pestilence. And that doesn't sound too bad. That's 3 days. But this is a terrible pestilence. And that pestilence wasn't the disease. It was the death angel with a gigantic sword swinging it. And he took out, what was it, 85 or 80,000. Let me open this up. Pestilence in the land. Now advise and see what answer I shall return to him that sent me. So the Most High said, I'm going to have to punish you. So Yahweh sent a pestilence. So David, you read the 14th verse, David agreed to the 3. Well, it's only 3 days upon Israel from the morning even to the time appointed of their died of the people from Dan even to Beersheba, 70,000 men. Was it more than that? Okay, it was 70,000. So it was 70,000. So this was a plague, a sickness. Give me a second here. Give me a second, y'all. Let me try it this way. Okay, the 17th verse, I believe it's in. Let me go to the 16th verse. And when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, Yahweh repented him, pulled him back of the evil, and said to the angel that destroyed the people, it is enough, stay now thy hand, And the angel of Yahweh was by the threshing place of Harana and Jebusite. And David spake unto Yahweh when he saw the angel that smote the people, and said, Lo, I have sinned, and I have done wickedly, but these sheep, what have they done? Well, you're going to have to pay through your people. Hey, like Nero's doing, he's going to cause Babylon the Great to be totally destroyed. We're talking 350 million plus people. Because only a handful of people are going to come out of America, which are the elect. That's why the focus is on the elect, Bishop Nate. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Oh, we got to go to Africa. You see what your donations are doing? What we know. The Most High never said go to Africa. Read Acts 1, what is it, the 8th verse. You can start from the 6th verse. What have they done? Let thine hand, I pray thee, be against me and against my father's house. And Gad, 18th verse. I don't got to read no more. But he built an altar. When you build an altar, you put in the name of Yahweh. Let me see if name comes up. No, it doesn't. So that's a pestilence. It wasn't like the angel was chopping heads. It was death. It was a disease, a quick killing disease. So let me come on back. The Spanish, so-called Spanish flu, that was the disease. The bubonic and the pneumonic plague, which is the same disease, pneumonia, starts off as a bubonic. It's also known as the Black Death. So we're not to be afraid of the pestilence, noisome pestilence, any pestilence. Esau wants to hurry up and push his agenda so he can chip everybody. That's the main thing. This whole thing, this whole reset, all leads to the chip. All leads to a digital currency. All leads to doing away with the dollar. Anyway, let me go ahead and check. Okay, let me see what Skeletor has to say. That's my man, Skeletor.
Good evening, everyone. You are one.
Yeah, Skeletor right there. Very good information. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? Let me go ahead and click on that full spectrum survival. Very good. Breaking Iran launches new missiles. Uh-oh. Breaking Iran launches new missile attack, claims ceasefire broken. U.S. forces ready to move. Prep now. I'll watch this later. If it tarry, wait for it. It's one big club and you ain't in it. Hantavirus PSYOP It's already here. Okay, let's listen to a little bit of this since it's dealing with the same subject. Ain't nobody watching the regular news. They watching alternative media on YouTube, TikTok, other Facebook, X. Things are moving fast. Hold on, let me see what's this all about. All black people must see this as white women expose every single hidden fact of what they do behind. White women expose hidden truth. I quit because I can't do it. Yeah, you gotta watch these women, they traps. Okay, this was a day ago. Okay, let's go. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
Shalom, Jake. Shalom. And what you're looking at is your called YouTube Audio Library. YouTube got their own audio library for their videos. So see, when you're using their audio library, normally they don't ding you for copyright. So I'm just showing it to you, brothers. I would still say use it at your own risk, you know, because hey, you know how these devils get down. They'll switch up on you quick. They'll say one thing and do something else. And say something, three different things. Remember, this man has a forked tongue, but they do have their own audio library. Okay? So I just wanted to put this out there, brother. But yeah, we're going to go and get into this because, yeah, this man, hey, his tongue is filled with deceit. Okay? And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. The 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 9, this the NIV. The coming of the lawless one will be in accordance with how Satan works. He will use all sorts of displays of power through signs and wonders to serve the lie. The 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 10 is the NIV. And all the ways that wickedness deceive those who are perishing, they perish because they refuse to love the truth and so be saved. And we keep warning Jake, this man is he come in the spirit of devils. But hey, that's on them if they don't listen. We letting them know. We trying to get the blood off our hands. And it's the KJV. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness and them that perish because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. So let's go and get into this. Barakathai Hawa, Barakathai Hawashah, Barakathai Hawa, Barakathai Hawashah, Barakathai Hawa, Barakathai Hawashah. Call Allah Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Bashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Shalom and salutations to those that teach the likewise doctrine. Shalom to the Akim and the Aqua. Shalom to the scattered Israelites across the four corners of the planet. May the Most High and the Son be with you during these trying times. Now check this out. Listen to what Dabu is reporting.
About this Hantavirus. Alright guys, let's talk about this Hantavirus. This is a situation unfolding that doesn't look good because you know how they can spin things up and you know what we've been through before. As of right now, to start off with, this began with Arizona, California, and Georgia in the United States reporting that they are monitoring residents for this potential hantavirus infection. Now, here just recently, they're saying that 2 Texans and a person from Virginia are also being monitored. So this is already spread out across 5 different states. They're saying they're monitoring these people. They're saying like 8 people in total have contracted this thus far. That number can change. 3 have died. Okay? Now, those are some of the numbers. Israel also saying that they have their first confirmed case suspect. Anytime some of these goons open their mouth, it just shows exactly what's going on if you ask me. Now, you're looking at the boat on the left, the emergency boat down here that took people out. One of the people being taken out, you can see right here. And on the right, they have shots here of, they're basically injections, is what we're looking at here. And I'm going to take you over to a list. They're jet injections is what these are. They're not the needle type of jab. And you can see I've got a full list here of all of them listed on these, everything that they've been doing, all the history on it. Back it up one more here. And you can see that this right here, the strain, specific strain of the Andes virus DNA, this is needle-free, and it's shooting it into the skin, as you can see here in this demonstration. So all of this is already out there, already going 100%, all engineered in Fort Detrick in the United States of America. You have people on the left already saying mask up right now, left and right, all over the place. It's ridiculous. You have also vials of this that went missing. This is pretty big. This is major. You have 323 vials containing deadly viruses that went missing from a lab in Australia. You can see right here from ABC News. This is from December 11th, 2024. The guy goes on to say that we don't know of any events where any of these things have been used. Well, guess what? Hantavirus is now out there, and it was released here on a cruise ship. 2 vials containing the hantavirus spread by rodents.
Now look, it also said contain a rabies virus. Now remember, the reason I'm saying that because people was having dreams of a zombie outbreak, and remember, they said that with the big C, I don't know if people remember that it had something in it, where as though it could do something to people's brain. I'm gonna have to go back and do the research again, but people will act crazy. All right. And remember that it said that it made some of them angry. And what did Klaus Schwab say? Prepare for an angrier world. So see, a lot of things are happening, man. This man is Satan, and you still got Jakes running around saying this man is going to be saved. They're idiots. Anyone telling you this man is going to be saved is a damn idiot. Okay, now we know you're going to have a confusion of face, but hey, the Most High say he going to get rid of this man because reasons like this. Okay? Plus for what he did to Zion, which is us. Let's keep on going.
With a 38% fatality rate. Okay? X-Files warned us about this. I put a video out over on my X. I obviously can't share it here on YouTube for copyright reasons. But this ties back to Amy Eskridge, the missing scientist, and a warning here from the X-Files, straight up. This ties back to Amy.
Now look, they said it's a planned Armageddon instigated by aliens. And what do they get ready to do? They get ready to say they get ready to have a some type of alien release. You see, man, even though we know those are the angels, we keep telling you, man, this is Satan. We keep warning these people coming to spur to Satan. Proverbs 11 verse 19. That's the KJV. As righteousness tendeth to life, so he that pursue evil pursueth it to his own death. You see? And you know what he get ready to do? He's going to mow down a lot of his own people in the middle of this madness that they're conjuring up. Proverbs 11 verse 20. That they that are forward heart are abomination to the Lord, but such as are upright in their way are his delight. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteousness shall be delivered. So see, all you people talking about, yeah, he came for everyone. No, you have wicked amongst us, but you also have the wicked of other nations, and you guys keep talking about, oh, well, they're going to be he's coming to save everybody. It's telling you right there that only the seed of the righteous is going to make it. But they don't want to hear that. This the KJV, though they join forces, because you're going to have a lot of people, just like with the C-Hip saying, oh, well, we got to work with them. We got to work with them. Mask up. And see, I had a dream a few days ago that I couldn't travel unless, because my QR code had turned red. And I don't know how it got on my phone, but the authorities had stopped me when I was traveling, and they said you couldn't travel no more. Okay? Let me see if I can find a video. After this, I'm going to put the link in the comment section. But yeah, I didn't have that QR code on my phone because I wouldn't take none of these bastard sauces. Okay? And I'm not going to take them. Okay? Me and my house, we going to trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. We're going to let that video finish playing.
Eskridge, the missing scientist, in a...
They want to push things. They want to speed things up. That's what this whole thing, is all about. And we can see it. Like I said, I want to see the looks. I want to see the what General Yohanan and Bishop. Well, General Nate, because he's a general now. He's going from bishop mode to general mode. So I'm gonna see what they're gonna say. Are they gonna say the same thing that they said 5 years ago, 6 years ago?
Warning here from the X-Files, straight up, where this guy says something to Mulder, have you heard of the Hantavirus? And they discuss it. Now you know how they gotta telegraph these things before they all go down. This one is not looking good. All I'm saying is people be vigilant, be smart about everything out there. Join me for the live show where I can talk about this in greater detail. And I would watch this one because I don't trust anything they do out there, anything they're throwing at us. And again, here was a boatload of info on this. I'll leave links below. Join me for the live stream. Heads on a swivel.
And someone put down here, Hanta in Hebrew mean place of desolation. Yeah, hey, this place is getting ready to be laid desolate. Actually, I'm going to get a scripture on that, and I'm going to leave it there, Jake. But yeah, keep your head on a swivel. I actually ordered this stuff for my cough. Let me show you. Now, and I'm not a medical doctor, if this is a respiratory situation, a respiratory virus, let me show you what I just ordered. I ordered what's called the Mulin Lung Detox. But let me show you what's in it, though. It has mullein leaf extract, marshmallow brew, echinacea, oregano, quercetin, cysteine, and 9 more ingredients. Now, I'm not a medical doctor or anything, but that...
And you can do that on your own. You can make tinctures on that, teas, what have you.
Got a lot of stuff in it. They got more than that, and they got 15 in one lung complex. Now, they got court line before, okay? And people found it out, okay? Now, remember, this happened before down in the Navajo Nation and Native American territory. So, I'm going to try to see if I can find out information on what happened down there, because all of them didn't get sent to the spirit world, okay? But we're going to get some scriptures and leave it there. But yeah, we know the Most High, he's eventually going to lay these people desolate, man. Because he's doing too much. This is complete madness. And people going to sign up for it and take it. Okay? They're going to have it in the churches. They're going to have it everywhere. Now, allegedly, there may be 3 people here that been exposed already. Okay? From what they were saying. He's not the only person saying it. There's other people saying that. So we're going to get a few scriptures and leave it there, Jake. Stay prayed up. Things are happening, man. And they're happening quick. And this may lead to lockdowns. Ephesians 6 verse 11, it's the NLT. Put on all of Yahweh's armor so that you will be able to stand firm against all strategies of the devil. This is the Berean Study Bible. Put on the full armor of Yahweh so that you can make your stand against the devil's schemes. And they always scheming and plotting, you see, but it's going to come back on them. Revelation 18 verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh have remembered her iniquities. Now this is going to spread everywhere. Okay, a lot of them people on that cruise ship, it was like a bird watching program. A lot of people that do stuff like that, they're well to do. Okay, so this stuff is going to spread everywhere. There's a possibility that it can. But we know how they get down. They probably allegedly sprayed it.
I'm sorry, let me just watch this. The minister of wellness, he's a trip. We give you the answers. We give you the answers all day, every day. Non-stop. The minister of wellness is live, calling all vampire Christians and satanic, flesh-eating, Hebrew Israelites and biblical Trumpers live. This guy's a trip. Just checking what's going on. LTB, aka microchip, gradualism and convenience. I was listening to this earlier. A lot of truth coming out. Anyway, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna play there's a little couple more seconds.
In the air, drones went missing, a lot of stuff happened. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works in the cup which she had filled to her double. How much she glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she hath said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth her. This place about to go into judgment, Jake, so stay prayed up. I'll see you again real soon. Call her Lord, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Shalom.
So anyway, with that, I'm going to say Shalom.